Welcome back, chess fans, to the Night Gambit TV. Today we have an absolute tactical treat from the Sinquefield Cup in St. Louis. White is the American powerhouse, Grandmaster Samuel Sevian, holding a 27-01 FIDE rating, and black is the Indian superstar, Grandmaster Praggnanandhaa R, sitting at 2750. We are going move by move, turn by turn, through all 48 moves of this incredible clash. From early opening novelties to a complex, knight-heavy endgame, you'll see every nuance unlocked right here. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's dive right into Move 1. Part 1. The opening, moves 1 to 10. Moves. The Neo-Arkhangelsk setup. Move 1-1. E4 E5. White opens with the classical king's pawn, staking a claim in the center. Pragg replies in kind with 1. E5. Move 2-2. Knight F3, then black replies knight C6. Sevian attacks the E5 pawn. Pragg defends with his knight. Move 3-3. Bishop B5, then black replies with A6. The Ruy Lopez. White threatens the C6 defender, and Pragg forces Sevian to choose a diagonal with 3. A6. Move 4-4. Bishop A4, then black replies with knight F6. Sevian retreats the bishop, and Pragg develops his knight to pressure E4. Move 5-5. Bishop C5, Sevian castles early. Pragg avoids the open Spanish 5. Knight takes E4, and develops his bishop to C5, signaling the Neo-Arkhangelsk variation. Moves 6-10, early inaccuracies and queen pressure. Move 6-6. C3, then black replies with B5. White prepares D4. Pragg plays 6. B5. Engine prefers 6. Knight takes E4, but Pragg expands on the flank immediately. Move 7-7. Bishop B3. Then black replies with D6. Sevian steps back. 7. D4 was White's best chance to challenge the center immediately. Pragg solidifies E5. Move 8-8. A4. Then black replies bishop G4. Sevian tests black's flank, but missing D4 lets Pragg pin White's knight on F3 with 8. Bishop G4. Move 9-9. White plays a takes B5. Then black replies with a takes B5. Opening the A file favors black. 9. D3 was safer, but Sevian exchanges pawns, opening paths for black's rook. Move 10-10. While plays rook takes A8, then black replies with queen takes A8. White trades rooks, bringing black's queen to A8 with aggressive command of the entire long diagonal and A file. Part 2. Middle game dynamics and flank counterplay. Moves 11-20. Disangling the pieces. Move 11. D3. Second move black replies with queen A1. White avoids H3 and plays D3. Pragg invades with 11. Queen A1, attacking the C1. Bishop, though 11. H6 was structurally stronger. Move 12. White plays knight BD2. Then black replies with castle. Sevian blocks the queen threat with his knight. Pragg castles his king to safety. Move 13. White plays H3, then black replies with bishop D7. Sevian finally puts the question to black's bishop, forcing 13. Bishop D7 back to a quiet defensive square. Move 14. Rook E1, then black replies with B4. Sevian prepares central control with his rook. Pragg strikes at White's base pawn on C3. Move 15. Queen C2, then black replies with queen A7. White guards C3 with his queen. Pragg retreats his queen to A7, lining up a battery against White's F2 pawn. Moves 16-20, battling for the B file. Move 16. White plays knight C4, then black replies with rook B8. Sevian redeploys his knight to a dominant square. Pragg lines his rook up on the B file, though 16. Bishop E6 was cleaner. Move 17. White plays bishop E3, then black replies with B takes C3. White challenges the C5 bishop. Pragg trades pawns on C3 to liquidate the tension. Move 18. White plays B takes C3, then black replies with H6. Sevian recaptures with his pawn. Pragg gives his king luft, breathing space, with 18. H6. Move 19. White plays rook B1, then black replies with bishop E6. White takes control of the B file. Pragg neutralizes White's strong knight by pinning it with his bishop. Move 20. White plays bishop takes c5, then black replies with queen takes c5. Sevian trades dark squared bishops, forcing black's queen back into central activity on c5. Part 3. Strategic Maneuvering and Simplification. Moves 21 to 30. Cleaning up the board. Move 21. White plays knight e3, then black replies with bishop takes b3. White relocates his knight to e3. Pragg liquidates Sevian's strong light-squared bishop. Move 22. White plays rook takes b3, then black replies with g6. White recaptures with his rook. Pragg reinforces f5 and h5 while creating more escape squares for his king. Move 23. White plays g3, then black replies with king g7. Sevian solidifies his kingside dark squares. Pragg moves his king to safety on g7. Move 24. King g2, then black replies with rook takes b3. White advances his king. Pragg initiates a rook trade on b3, simplifying into a heavy piece endgame. Move 25. White plays queen takes b3, then black replies with knight a5. White takes back with the queen. Pragg kicks the queen away with his rim knight. Moves 26 to 30, probing weaknesses. Move 26. White plays queen b2, then black replies with queen c6. Sevian slides his queen to b2. Pragg centers his queen, threatening black's potential central breaks. Move 27. White plays queen a3, then black replies with queen b6. Sevian attacks the a5 knight. Pragg defends it while maintaining double-edged queen pressure. Move 28. White plays knight h4, then black replies with queen a7. Sevian shifts his knight aggressively toward f5. Pragg drops his queen back to guard the long diagonal. Move 29. White plays queen a2, then black replies with queen c5. Sevian reorganizes his queen. Pragg attacks the target pawn on c3. Move 30. White plays queen b2, then black replies with knight c6. White reguards his pawn with queen b2. Pragg relocates his knight back to the active c6 square. Let's go to the part 4. Part 4. Central liquidations to knight endgame. Moves 31 to 40. Let's start with moves 31 to 35. Trading queens. Move 31. White plays knight f3, then black replies with queen a7. Sevian brings his knight back to central control. Pragg reroutes his queen back along the a-file. Move 32. Queen c2, then black replies with knight d8. White reinforces his structure. Pragg shifts his knight toward e6 to target central outposts. Move 33. White plays d4, then black replies with queen a8. Sevian finally executes the central d4 break. Pragg puts pressure on White's undefended e4 pawn. Move 34. White plays d takes e5, then black replies with d takes e5. Sevian liquidates central pawns. Pragg recaptures with his d-pawn, opening lines for his minor pieces. Move 35. White plays knight takes e5, then black replies with queen takes e4 check. Sevian takes the free pawn on e5. Pragg grabs e4 with check, forcing the queen trade. Moves 36 to 40, entering the pure knight ending. Move 36. White plays queen takes e4, then black replies with knight takes e4. Queens come off the board. Pragg recaptures with his knight, attacking White's c3 pawn. Move 37. White plays c4, then black replies with knight e6. Sevian steps his pawn out of harm's way to c4. Pragg centers his knight on e6. Move 38. White plays knight d3, then black replies with knight d4. Sevian anchors his knight on d3. Pragg plants a commanding knight outpost on d4. Move 39. White plays h4, then black replies with h5. Sevian gains space on the kingside. Pragg clamps down on further pawn advances with 39. h5. Move 40. White plays knight b4, then black replies with king f8. Sevian repositions his knight. Pragg brings his king into the active endgame fold toward. Let's go to the part 5. Part 5. The climax and peace handshake. Moves 41 to 48. Moves 41 to 48. Perfect repetition. Move 41. White plays knight f1, then black replies with king e7. Sevian reroutes his knight to e3. Pragg steps his king closer to the central action. Move 42. White plays f3, then black replies with knight d6. Sevian kicks black's knight from e4. Pragg retreats to d6, attacking c4. Move 43. White plays knight d2, then black replies with king d7. White defends his pawn with his knight. Pragg moves his king to defend his queenside pawns. Move 44. King f2, then black replies with knight c6. Sevian brings his king into the center. Pragg re-anchors his knight on c6. Move 45. White plays knight d3, then black replies with knight d4. Sevian moves his knight back to d3. Pragg jumps back to his favored central outpost on d4. Move 46. White plays knight b4, then black replies with knight c6. Sevian retests black's setup. Pragg returns his knight to c6. Move 47. White plays knight d3, then black replies with knight d4. Sevian repeats the position again. Pragg leaps back to d4. Move 48. Knight b4, draw by repetition. Sevian plays 48. White knight b4. With identical board positions occurring 3 times, both players shake hands for a hard-fought draw. Result: 1/2-1/2. And there you have it, a masterful, move-by-move breakdown of a top-level Super GM draw. From early opening inaccuracies on moves 8 and 9 to a deeply calculated, symmetrical knight endgame, both Sevian and Praggnanandhaa proved why they belong at the top of world chess. Which move in this game surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Knight Gambit TV for more Grandmaster analysis. Until next time, keep calculating, keep improving, and keep playing great chess.